When Mike and Rebecca are away, 4 designers decide to play. Everybody has to remember, the fall is one of the best times to plant of the year. It gives all your plants time to root out and develop roots without having to worry about putting on top growth. And that way they get a really, really great head start in the spring. This lion's head maple, we've done some cleanup on it. It's regrowing. It's going to turn into a beautiful 12 to 15 foot tree, brilliant for the corner of the house. Beautiful little Alpine Pine. We do want to give them some flowers, so as another feature plant, this perennial Hibiscus or Rose of Sharon, be about 10 to 12 feet tall, is going to really help to just give them some great summer color and sort of block this blank wall that's right here. This is a brilliant plant. This is a dwarf Korean fir. This is definitely one of the plants that Rebecca wanted in. To contrast that is weeping maple. This is a plant I've always wanted to use but haven't yet. This is closed Prostrate hemlock. You get this gorgeous structure. Gonna get to be about 1.5 feet to 2 feet tall, and then it's gonna hit the ground and travel a little bit. You can keep that pruned up so it doesn't travel too far. Rebecca is not a fan of roses, so I felt I had to put one in. This is just climbing iceberg. It's a really easy reblooming white. I've thrown in a little portable trellis here. I've decided to hide a little bit of the cement wall. For that, I'm using, this is the big-leafed Euonymus. This is Emerald Gaiety, the big-leafed one. I've repeated some Brennera called Sea Heart. Beautiful silver leaf to really work well with the white variegation and the white rose. Beautiful forget-me-not blue flowers in the spring, and then you get that great broad leaf to really give the garden some weight. But to soften it up, I've added a couple of varieties of Maidenhair. We're doing more tulips here, but we decided to go for a little bit of color. We've got this gorgeous, amazing parrot, pink and orange, just to add that splash of color that we don't normally get. This is a north-facing garden, but at the same time it's quite open, so it gets some really good afternoon sun, which is quite hot. The back we're doing more shade tolerant, or where the trees are eventually going to get mature and protect the plants, but in the front we're putting something like the spurge. And with that we're mixing in the Mount Hood daffodils. Soften the edge of the water feature, which I'm putting in here, which is just going to be a bubbler with an open water. We're doing a dwarf. This is a Chorus Minimalist Aurea, and then this gorgeous little dwarf sort of clumping fern, and that's just going to soften the edge of the water feature. Who else loves these in their yard? We're seeing a lot of these coming up, these manhole covers. There's a couple of things we're going to do here. We're going to definitely get a planter. We're going to have seasonal color in it, but I'm also putting in another one of these Euonymus, which is going to travel over top and hide it. Plus we're putting in a ground-hugging juniper in the back, which is just going to travel along and help to cover and mask, which can easily be lifted when we need to have access to the manhole. And that's it. So we're going to see this planted up. We'll get this water feature going, and it's going to look amazing.
Look at this garden. This is amazing. John and his team of specialists created this space. It's a kind of a Zen contemplative garden that will look good in all seasons. It's absolutely gorgeous. Sometimes our wonderful designers get to play, and John sure enjoyed this.